Friend, if people keep asking you the same questions over and over and over again, why are you not charging for it yet? Okay, why are you not putting a price on it? Because I know you're tired of giving away that information for free. Okay, let's stop. Today, we're going to talk about it. My name is Monique D. I am an entrepreneur. I worked in radio and television for over 10 years. iHeartMedia, Clear Channel, and now I just help entrepreneurs and content creators monetize their mind, monetize the things that they want, or the things that they're passionate about, the things that wake them up in the morning, the things that get them going. And I love to see people thrive online. So that's what I do now. Okay. So I teach you how to not only monetize the things that you know, but how to make money from those things also from Amazon. So if you're interested in any of that type of content or that type of stuff, go ahead and subscribe. I also have a free bundle in my description and in the pinned post where you can access my bundle kit where I have a Monetize Your Mind checklist as well as a Amazon toolkit for creators who are interested in making money online, because there's so much money out here, y'all. So stop playing. All right. So let's jump into it. I wanted to create this video because I had an incident recently where I am currently, I guess you could say I'm in the process of exiting my people pleasing era. And I was always a person who just genuinely, I love to see people win. I love to talk about business and just anything online. People know the stuff that I talk about here on here is the stuff that I talk to with my friends, my whoever. And you can literally, I'm an open book basically. And I feel like a lot of people started to take advantage of that over time. So it became draining. And since it's something I feel like it's so simple to me because it's something I'm passionate about anyway, and I'm going to talk about it anyway, I always felt like there wasn't any value there, despite my history and the things that I've learned over the years and the things that I have, the people I've been around, the spaces I've been in. And it's just like, girl, you have way too much value to be giving it away for free. And my mentors over the years have told me this multiple times. And I was just always like, oh, I love to share this information and everything. But let me tell you one thing. One thing about sharing that free information is that free information will suck the life out of you. Okay. And there's been so many instances where I've had people come into my life and I feel like they befriend you just to learn certain things. And then once they get what they need, they start acting funny or they disappear or something like that. You know what I mean? Like it's always something like that. And I've been burned a few times that way, just meeting people, whether it's online or whatever. And that's when I started to set those boundaries. Okay, I need to start charging, okay? Because whether or not you decide to act funny or, down the line, at least I made my money or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm not so it's like you kind of can't feel a certain way about it if it was a paid service versus me being your friend and like telling you all this information and then you just ghost me after you get the information. So that was one of the things where I really had to set that boundary. But the breaking point, y'all be like, girl, it was not that serious, but it was. Okay. I had an associate reach out to me and they had helped me in the past and they were very sweet, very amazing. You know what I mean? There's nothing negative towards this person. It was just the experience that made me learn I need to charge for everything. But she was amazing and she's helped me in the past years ago and things. And she reached out to me because she needed some help. She couldn't understand why she wasn't getting the results that she wanted in her business. And I offered to help her for free. And, not thinking anything of it. Mind you, this was scheduled out maybe 2 weeks prior. So I'm like, okay, let's meet this day or whatever. Cause it just, the date worked for both of us. So I did that or whatever. And the day that we met, or I would say the day before, it was a long day. The week honestly was a long week and it was the end of the week. So that's one of the places where I went wrong. I shouldn't have planned it at the end of the week because I'm exhausted by the end of the week. And I normally kind of slow down and just kind of handle things around the house and stuff on Fridays. So I typically don't work, but I was like, let's just meet on Friday, whatever. So I was so drained that week, you guys. So I was in meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting. And I was like, I should reschedule. But I'm like, I made that commitment to her, so I'm just going to do it. You know what I mean? Even though I didn't have to, but I'm just like, I want to do it anyway. So we met. And I gave this person so much information, so many gems, so many things to run with. And we talked it was supposed to be 30 minutes. We talked for maybe an hour and 20 or something like that. And, just trying to pour into her and help her see her value and help her understand, you have something, you just need to run with it. You need to structure it better and you need to run with it. And gave her all the tools. And she's like, okay, thank you, whatever. We got off the call and lo and behold, a couple days later, certain things that I gave her the advice on to change, I said, you need to change these immediately, still hadn't been changed. And a week later, things still hadn't been changed. And a couple weeks later, you know what I mean? It just continued to snowball. And I'm like, wow, like, mind you, this was the day that I spoke to her was a day that I just did not feel like it. Like, I was so tired. I was starting to feel sick because I had worked so much that week and I was just like not taking care of myself. So it's like, I really took my off day to help you and to pour into you and to give you gems that people would typically charge for. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it just was not appreciated. And I felt some type of way after that. And I know you're probably like, it's not that serious, but it is. Okay. When it comes to my time and my energy, or your time, your energy, whatever it may be, you need to understand how valuable your time and your energy is. Okay. So I took it personal. Like, and you know, I know she meant no harm by it, but it's like, this is my example of why it's so important to charge for your services, charge for your value, charge for your knowledge. Because had I gotten paid for that, I might not care that much. You know what I mean? I would still care, but it would be like, well, I gave her the run, the play. She just had to run with it and she didn't do it. So I don't know. I just want to create this video because I know that there's so many people out there like myself, who love to pour into people and love to just help people for free and do all these free things and all these things. And you don't realize until it's too late that it's draining the hell out of you. And I want to save you from exhaustion as early as possible because it'll drain you so bad. And I want you guys to also understand that there is so much value in whatever it is that you have to offer, the thing that people come to you for nonstop. Obviously, this is something that you're good at. Obviously, this is something that you have a specialty in, whether you realize it or not, because they're coming back to you for the information. So I just want you guys to understand that there's value in everything. I literally said earlier this week, I wanted to do a video on just examples of random things that people are monetizing online because there is value in anything, you guys. Like, I can pull value. I don't care what it is. I can pull value out of anything. I can pull value out of this card, right? You know, anything. I can pull value out of anything because you guys, you can learn something from anything. You can gain something from anything. It's just how your mind is structured to and wired to process things. So hopefully this encourages y'all. Like I said, it wasn't a huge situation, but it was just an eye-opening thing because I was so irritated that day and I was just tired. I woke up early to talk to her and it was just like, you really just made me waste my time. Like, that's crazy. But again, this is just to encourage you guys to charge. If people are willing to waste their own time, they don't care about wasting yours. Like, that's just what it is. Like, they do not care. So when I tell you guys, not only to protect your peace, protect your space, your time. Like, it's so important. And the older that I get, it's just like, it's a lot of things that it's a hard no. It's a hard no. If that person were to ask me again for a call, absolutely not. I'll send you the link in my bio and you can book a call there. But other than that, no, there are no more free calls, because one thing that I do realize is that most people don't value free anyway. Most people, and that's just a human thing. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like some people can value free, but most people, free has no commitment. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's no commitment to it. You don't have to pay for this. You don't have to do this. Like, there's no commitment to get anything done or to do anything with that thing, whatever that free thing is, because you didn't pay for it. Okay. You just signed up or you just went or whatever it was, but there's no connection to it or no tie to it because you're not financially invested into it. So I just want to encourage y'all to monetize the things that you know. If people are asking you questions all doggone day, don't let them sit there and drain you. Do not, okay? Because 9 times out of 10, they're not going to do anything with the information anyway. And that's not even being rude. That's just being completely honest. So you might as well pour into people in a paid way. Okay, I'm not saying don't pour into them anymore. You can give them a little sprinkle, maybe 30 seconds, but I'm not talking for free anymore, baby. You cannot give me two. I'm sorry. And whoever wants to take that personal can take that personal, but the people taking it personal are probably people that I poured into previously and they just were not, it wasn't resonating. It wasn't sitting. So you go ahead and pay that fee and we can chat. But other than that, no, like I can't. And granted, maybe there are some exceptions, but it's all about reading the room. I knew that girl wasn't serious when we got on the phone. Granted, love her to death. She's amazing. But I know where she is, and mentally you have to be ready to roll. You know what I mean? To really take advantage of information. So anyway, you guys, I hope that helps. But I do want to end this video with a quick little blurb from Dr. Sonia about picking your brain and how it comes with a price.
Picking my brain comes with an invoice. What I know and what I've been able to do, the thing that I'm good at, the thing people ask me the most about, I have learned how to take all of that knowledge and what's going to get me paid. I want you to think about that very thing that people pick your brain about and you give it away because you feel guilty about giving people an invoice. Remember this. Friends and family get invoices too. You want them to get the best version of you, not the friend version, not the daughter version, not the cousin version, none of that. You want them to get the best version of you, because when people invest in themselves with you and it's at a place where it helps you show up better and them, you become a better leader and a better thought leader versus all that free stuff you've been giving away.
So that's it, y'all. I hope this resonates. If anybody is interested in monetizing their mind or trying to figure out how to package their information so that it's not all over the place and you have everything kind of structured in a way that flows and you target your audience correctly, because that also matters, I do want to encourage you guys to check out that freebie in my description as well as in the pinned post. Also, I do have opportunities to work with me in the description below on my website. You can check those out too. You guys, I'm telling you, I'm here. I love what I do. I love to help people make money online. I love to help people turn random things into income as long as they're legal and ethical. Okay. But other than that, you guys, thank you for watching this video and thank you for being here. I will see y'all in the next one.